What is up guys, Sharpwind here, bringing you another tutorial. Now before you go ahead and say that I'm fake, take note that my tutorials are being suggested and voted on. So if this tutorial already exists somewhere, which I'm pretty sure it does, it wasn't faked, but it was suggested. It's a difference. Today I got for you a idle movement tutorial. Okay, now this is very important because nobody can use it. When I come across your animations, I see a lot of this. They can't be still. That's not how the real world works. They always have to be moving, breathing, doing something, because this is 3D animation. It requires that. Idle movement is supposed to be present everywhere. All the time your character has to be moving. There shouldn't be a single second where it's still. Always move it. That's important. So I'm gonna show you how you can do it today. By the way, someone asked me about when you're gonna make advanced tutorials, where here's a thought for you. Suggest an advanced tutorial and I will make it. I only do the tutorials I get suggested. So if you suggest something advanced, then I'm doing something advanced. Let's get on the idle movement now. I'm gonna make a new project, call it... Oh, damn caps. They're better. Idle movement has a lot to do with overlapping action. I'm gonna make a quick animation of Steve walking, then stopping. From there, I'm gonna animate the idle movement. We made this animation right here. If you want to learn how you can make a walking animation, you can click the eye in the corner because I have a tutorial on that as well. But in this video, I'm teaching you the idle movement, so we're skipping that. You can watch the video to learn about the walking, but in this video, I'm teaching you the idle movement. So we have this animation where Steve stops. As you see, my keyframes are delayed. This is called overlapping action. I have a tutorial on that as well. Will be linked in the description for you to check out later. But idle movement is connected to the overlapping action quite a lot. See, the thing with overlapping action is you delay the body parts. So when one body part stops the motion, the others are still going, and that makes it look more smooth, like more action is happening at once, and that looks pretty nice. While Steve stops, we're gonna make him look around and stuff. So, if I come here, I wanna go forward in the timeline, make a keyframe. Actually, let's move this even more forward, like 1 second or so. Move Steve so he looks around. This is what happened here. Give it an ease in and out transition. Oh, it was already applied because of my walking cycle. The head should also turn with it. So I want to move this last keyframe a little bit forward so it's a bit overlapped. Don't make the keyframe below the body, but make it a couple of frames forward. So the head is gonna overlap the body and make the head look in that direction too. Fixing the position, maybe look a little down. The posing is important, how you pose the character as well, so be careful about that as well. As you see, this turn here looks more realistic simply because of the overlap. But what I want to do is I want to make Steve take a step and turn a little bit as well. So from here, the step is gonna start, so I'm gonna create keyframes so it stays still till here, and then start the step from this keyframe on. I want him to take a step this long. What I'm doing here is I'm playing the timeline and imagining him taking a step. That way I can see how long I want my step to be, so I keep a realistic tempo. That's the 9th principle of animation called timing. If you want to learn more about that, I'll link the video to the 12 principles of animation in the description as well. God, I have a lot of tutorials. The way I do the steps is go to the last keyframe and animate the legs. Make it look like he already took that step. There. When he's gonna be done taking that step, his legs are gonna look like this. Then I want to position the body to have his main leg be in the same place as it was before. So as you see, the leg is turned, so I want to position him to be on the same spot as he was before. Almost. Okay, now as you see, oh, still not there. As you see, this leg is now in the same place as it was before, like he took a step. But then again, it's not very realistic. I want to apply an ease in and out to the entire thing. So he took a step, but then again, this leg isn't too realistic. Go to the half of the motion and put this leg to be in the same position as it was before, like on the same place. This leg isn't supposed to move yet. Okay, yeah, small moves like this are okay, because as you see, it looks realistic, kinda, in a way. Like you already took that little bit of a step. You should apply an ease in transition to it though, because this is an ease in and out transition, and halfway through the transition is just an ease in. halfway to the end is an ease out. This is how we get an ease in and out transition. And this looks decent. But one more thing I want to point out. In between the last 2 frames, he should lift his leg up because he's taking a step. He can't just slide it across the floor. He has to lift the leg to make the step. Animate that. Make his leg lift a little bit. Maybe turn it sideways a bit. So it's like, it doesn't look too nice. I think I lifted too much. Try to mess with the transitions, whichever one suits you. I mean, yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I just put an ease into the first one and an ease out to the second one. That's what I did. One more thing now. I already screwed up because I should put the Steve in a folder first, so I have an overlapping kind of thing. So what I should do is put Steve in a folder and animate the folder. I should use Steve simply to be turned sideways and stuff, but I already messed up. What I want to do now to fix this is put the Steve in a folder, call the folder rotation, go on to Steve and go to the inherit options. Untick position. Keep the rotation on, but untick the position. So once I will rotate the folder, Steve is gonna rotate, but not inherit the position. So he's gonna rotate in place. This is what I wanted. Create 2 keyframes of Steve here, and in the middle, when he takes the step, he should be leaned, so he stands on this leg, the one that's on the ground. So as you see, this looks a lot better. Now, I want to give an ease in and out to both of these so it's more smooth. As you see, he took a step, looked around, but his arms also have to be moving. Steve turned in his right direction, so it's only normal for his arms to rotate facing that direction. You're gonna see what I mean when I actually do it. It's hard to explain with words. Again, use the overlapping action. The arms have more overlap than the head. I should place the arms even further back away from the body. Turn the arm facing that way because he's looking at that direction. Maybe bend it a little bit or something, just like that. The other arm doesn't have to be exactly under the right arm. I like to overlap the arms a little bit so it's even more smooth. Like, that's a personal preference. Would have gone something like this. Like, this is what he did. He took a... Yeah, I don't see the problem here. Maybe let's try easing it out. It all looks too smooth and sloppy. Blah. What I should do is probably create more keyframes, because this is where Steve takes a step. This movement from this frame to that frame, this movement in between, is going over the entire step. When Steve takes the step, his arms would have moved. Like, I should probably make more keyframes just for the arms. So delete the last ones. Like, let's this arm backwards. This arm go backwards. Like, yeah, he extended his arms like so. When the animation reaches this point, we should place the arms as we initially intended to. So let's take a look at what we just made. Yeah, that's something, I guess. He's gonna stand and stare in this direction for a while and then take a turn into the other direction. Sorry, my microphone is right here. He's gonna be staring till this point. Okay, so what happened here? The previous motion was Steve is faced forward, then he makes a turn facing that direction. So the next keyframe would be only logical to go a little backwards, then forwards, and then back to the center. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I hope you understood what I mean. He was facing forwards, then he moved to the side. The next keyframe can't go even more in that direction. I mean, he already did this turn. So the next keyframe should be him moving slightly backwards, then forwards, adjusting his direction, then going backwards again, like this. You're gonna see once I do it. I hope you can understand, because my English is kind of limiting me here. I'm not English. He took a turn. Now he's gonna take a small turn backwards, maybe. Just so he makes like a small turn, like a small motion. So this keyframe should be brought a little closer. I can see it's too slow. Like, look at this. When he does the turn. Like, he's moving. His arms and head are still moving, but his body is already making the next turn. This is probably too much, so I'm gonna bring these 3 back because they were close to the next keyframe, and that would make the overlap kind of awkward. So look at this. This is the overlapping action and the idle movement. This is very important. Now, adjust the head. The head was looking right here. Now it's looking down here, and as you see, we gotta put it a little back to be a looking at the same direction as it was before, and because of that overlap, the head is kind of moving a little bit, which makes it even better. Now let's try to use linear here. Okay, now you can see a little bit, you can see like a harsh transition, so let's just keep that with ease in and out, because that one was the best, to be honest. The arms also need a better transition, so if we come here to this overlapping thing, adjust his arms just a little bit, like give it a bit of motion, like this, as you see. The other arm, extend it a little bit and stuff, like just go backwards. If the arm was bending before, just unbend it. If the arm was turning right before, turn it left. Just go backwards in the transition. That's all I'm doing right now. Really. So as you see, this happens. He takes a turn and looks realistic while he's moving. This is the principle of the overlapping action. This is what you want to have. Then he's gonna turn this direction, not keep it too slow. Maybe bend it backwards because he's a bit curious. Let's take a look at the speed. I mean, yeah, that's not too slow, that's not too fast. If you're going for idle movement, don't do this, because it's too slow. That also sucks. Ninth principle, timing. Keep a realistic tempo. I know if you're a beginner, it's probably hard for you. I understand. Animation is hard by itself. You have to apply everything at once if you want your animation to look very good and stunning. The longer you animate, the harder it gets, because you know more things, you apply more things, you're more careful, you go into the detail, and it gets harder and harder. You gotta have patience. Life wisdoms with Sharpwind. Okay, we're making the head turn at the other direction now. Let's apply a stronger transition, so let's go with ease in and out cubic. So this is a bit faster. Like, it's a bit stronger. It doesn't take more time, but the transition is stronger. Like, he does it with a little bit of action, so he's not too smooth and sloppy. He actually has value of some sort. Let's adjust the arms too. Okay, now the left arm is closer, so I want to adjust this one first because it's easier for me to do that. Reset this arm and then start from scratch because it's easier for some reason. Like, as you see, it's nicely positioned. This arm going to be like this. Maybe position it a little closer. You can also mess with the position sometimes. Like, this arm looks better now than it did before. It looked like it was very backwards. It was positioned too backwards, and I've maybe lifted it up a little bit, so it's like, yeah. But now they look a bit awkward. Let's bend this. If you take a look at this arm, it just looks like it rotated. Let's bend it a little bit so we add more life to it, like so. Of course, let's go for a stronger transition. Even stronger one. Maybe put them closer together, like, yeah, why not? Let's just go with that. Then the body should adjust again, a little backwards, a little upwards, so it goes like this. Overlap the head, little bore, adjust the head again. So, if you take a look at this again, yeah, now the arms, this one, if you take a look at this arm in particular, bent rapidly, so we should unbend it slowly. Bend it and then slowly unbend it, like, you're gonna see it. I can't explain it, I can't talk today. Like, let's take a look, from this to this is what I did. Okay, yeah, but let's rotate it the other way, not this way, so let's see. Yeah, look, like this, and then unbends actually, maybe let's overlap it a little. Let's bring it down a bit. Perfect. This arm was just turning, so it could bend a little bit. Bring it closer, turn it around more, like yeah, look at this. Okay, so move this arm keyframe a little backwards, because if I put it back here, you see, it looks too in sync with the body. The body and the hand are moving at the same time, and that looks ugly, so I brought it backwards here. So let's take a look. I could go with that. And then I'm gonna make like a quick adjustment, and then he's gonna stand back in the center where he initially was. Then at the end, I want to animate the legs as well. Oh no, I went in the wrong direction. Like, I gotta go further closer to this. From this to this, like he went more left again, like all quick like. And then he's gonna adjust backwards. This is a pretty quick transition, so it gives it a little bit more life to it. Like, wait, that's it. just make slight adjustments. Like bend backwards. Now it should be brought forwards a little bit and bent maybe. Like this, look. Yeah, look at this arm. Like, it's so satisfying. It looks... Wow. Don't ask me what I'm doing, because I don't know either. Okay, this is too much. This arm is too much. I'm gonna watch this arm now to see how it moved before, so I know how to move it now. Backwards, bent. Okay, even more here, back down. Extend it a little bit. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, come on. Ah, there. Yeah, look. Look at the idle motion. Now let's take a look at the whole thing. Idle motion. Okay, now from here, we make the final adjustment, where he's just gonna stand still, and there, everything on 0, except I wanna put this back a little bit and bend it a little bit, so it looks more relaxed. So, let's go for a stronger transition. So he adjusts back. Let's give a strong transition to the head as well. The arms. Again, the arms shouldn't be all 0 either, because that looks ugly. I wanna turn the Y out, the Z out, the X backwards, and bend it a little bit. Yeah, why not? The arms could go for a longer transition because they're relaxed. He should be adjusting a little bit at the end as well, like he comes backwards, he does a little bit of adjustment as well. But I'm too lazy, I already proved my point here. This is not an important animation to me, so I'm not going into the detail too much. But now I want to animate the legs. He took a step, and it looked pretty harsh, like he stopped pretty fast. So I want to make him stand down a little bit. So I'm gonna do the rotation thing, and bring his body a little down. Then bend his legs a little bit. Put this leg in the same place as it was before. Actually, he is on the same place. This leg isn't, however. It's going into the floor a little bit, but at least it's not sliding on the ground, so that's perfect. Let's give it an ease out transition. Okay, so I want to make him take a step in the other direction. Okay, let's bring these stepping keyframes a little backwards so we have more time to make this step, because he already turns here. I want to make a step. So before he takes a step, he should first stop being rotated. Then this leg should make like a little jump of some sort. I don't know how to explain. This leg should be extended, this one, so he can get the energy to make a step again. It's how walking works, by the way. So this leg is now extended. Should be rotated in the other way. Oh no, this is perfect actually. Look at this. It's almost at the same place. I want to adjust the position a little bit more. Like it was here, now we just go backwards a little bit. Is that it? No, too much. Perfect. Look at this. Like he's making some small step or something. I gotta adjust this leg though. Oh, it's already nice, even better. Of course, I want to give an ease in, maybe a stronger ease in, and then make a step here. I'm gonna try to explain at the end because this is pretty hard by itself. What I did from this point is move this leg closer, this leg closer. Now I gotta adjust the body to be on this leg because this is the leg he's standing on. From this to this, rotate a little bit because it's rotated now. Try to position, a little bit more. Try to position it on the exact position it was before. I mean, you guys want advanced tutorials. This isn't advanced and I'm complicating it like crazy. You sure you want advanced tutorials from me? Like, this is it. The rotation should also go up like this. Transitions, like, it's too slow. I know, I should probably make this step a bit faster. Let's try to make it faster. Yeah, actually, let's do the whole thing. Like let's oh god, what I've done. Yeah, I'm loving it. Now we make him do this again. Ease out, ease in. So we've done this, like a small step. It doesn't look too smooth. I should probably take more time for it though. He should lean sideways to be standing on his right leg. Like lean sideways maybe. Because he's gonna take a step from this leg. So let's position this leg to be on the same place here. Yeah, this is all nice and all, but I forgot one thing. when he takes that step, I copied the frames here. When he takes that step, he should go down a little bit because he just landed. So he should bend his legs a little bit when he takes that step. So, but he also has to be moved in that direction. And here, this leg should just be lifted up because he's taking a step. This should be an ease out. Okay, I noticed something goofy. This here. What is going on with the legs? What have I done? He bent his leg. He should be moved forward and a little downwards. We can allow his feet to go through the floor because at least it's not sliding then. I'm still not sure what's going on here. Yeah, he took the step. That's perfect. But one more thing. What's up with this leg? Why is it... I should put this backwards a little bit. Why was it like this? What have I done? Okay, now we gotta adjust the position here again. Let's see how that looks. Okay, yeah, maybe even a little sideways, like so. So let's try to do that, like so. So let's see what we've done now. Okay, this is a bit too slow. This is too slow. I want to end the step right here on this very keyframe. So we have it like this. Like this. These are the steps. This is how I want to rotate them. So this one is now turned the same way. Now I just position it so this leg is where it was before. Go backwards, too much. A little to the right, I believe. Like this. Move him sideways when he's in the air, of course. Ease out, ease in. We've done this now. Okay, this leg is too much. Just like this, look. And even that's too much, but heck, why not? Now he took a step, so he should bend his legs and adjust again. So this is it. At the end here, you should also make him step to adjust to be facing forward again. But I think this video is pretty long already. Let's take a look at what we've done. Walks, takes a step. Oh no, no. We need adjustments. What is this? What happened here? This is a long keyframe from here to here. The body is turning here. Look at the head. This is highly unrealistic. I can't believe I let that slip. The head should turn first. He's looking with his eyes. His head should turn first because he's trying to look in that direction. How could I let that slip? Like, when he's here, the head should already... Oh, this is the body. When he's here, the head should already be looking in that direction. I mean, this final frame is okay, he's already looking here. But he should already be looking in that direction here. Look at this. This is what we've done now. Like, first he turns the head, then he turns the rest of the body. This is better. I can't believe I let such a mistake slip. I am a retard, I swear. This is also a bit too much. Actually, no, this is okay because it took a step, so yeah. Also, make the final step, like the same way we did right now. Move the legs and stuff. This is annoying. This isn't even the point. The idle motion is mostly this part. The part where he's moving, his body parts are delayed. He's having some motion without doing anything. This is idle motion. The steps and the turning, that was all too much. I added that myself. But this is mostly the idle motion. This is how I do the breathing, how I do the moving while he's not moving at all. My point, delay the body parts and go backwards. When he goes down with his body, the next keyframe is obvious. He should go up, maybe turn it a little bit, then go down a little bit, turn it in the other way. Just move it around a little bit, around like a certain point. This is it. Then adjust the head and the arms and overlap them. That's all. This is the idle movement. In a nutshell. I really like to complicate my videos. I really do. I shouldn't be doing that. Well, I hope you learned something. Because this was all just a giant mess. It didn't look too good, but it didn't look too bad. But that's obviously because I'm recording. Because off camera I can do a solid animation, but when I'm recording I can never do everything exactly the way I want it to. Anyway, that's it for the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and I hope you got a rough idea about idle motion now, because this is very important. I'm not still, I'm talking to you, I'm moving, I'm never completely still. And your animation shouldn't be either. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel because there is a lot of tutorials out there for you. Also, check the description because I linked other tutorials in there for you as well. Tutorials that will also help you with idle motion. Again, thanks for watching and stay sharp.